Good Monday morning, everybody. Good Monday morning. Welcome to the new year. Wow, 2022. What are we gonna do with this energy? What are we gonna do? All right. Well, I hope you all had a good holidays. I did. And once again, low key, but it was all good. It's all good. We feel that shift and that change, and we're kind of getting out a little bit. Some of us, others, no, and that's okay. That's okay. All right. So where I want to go today with the cards is, well, number one, thank you all for my subscribers. Thank you for hanging with me. I appreciate you all. I read all the comments. I've noticed that I'm a little late on some of the comments, putting a little notice that I read it, little heart thing on it. And I don't know if they just showed up or if it was when I wasn't feeling well or whatever. I do look at them all. I do read them. If they're like a week or 2 weeks late, a lot of times I don't answer just because it's 2 weeks late. How rude is that? So I could add rude on top of rude. Anyway, so thank you all. I appreciate you all for being here. And I'm almost at 10,000. So if you haven't subscribed, it'll make me feel good. And if you don't want to subscribe, that'll make me feel good too. I'll just feel good either way. All right, let's go on. Week ahead, let's take a look at what's going on here in this whole energy. We're going to hear more and more about January 6th. It's going to be this roller coaster of emotion. It's going to be, yeah, we're getting them. And then, oh my gosh, they did this and up and down, and so I want to look at how we need to deal with that roller coaster. I want to look at the public hearings, how that's going to go. I also want to look at Liz Cheney again. Is she changing any of the Republicans' minds? Is she like having an effect on other Republicans? I mean, you got the Marjorie whatever and the other little one from Colorado, and she's got the pointiest little chin, doesn't she? It's like, ugh. Like if she went like that and hit you on top of the head, well, she's too little. But if she was standing on a ladder and she did that, it would like cut you. It would poke you right in the head. Like, ew. Oh, okay, squirrel. So is Liz Cheney having a voice? I also want to look, I should have done some research into this. Maybe I'll pause and look this up. I want to see if Liz Cheney's dad is behind the scenes doing something. I'm going to pause and hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Not much news on Mr. Cheney. He's had like 3 heart attacks. I think I read before those ad blockers keep popping up going, subscribe, pay me, pay us money. But I think he had a heart transplant in 2018. I don't know. The ad popped up. But anyway, it looked like he had a successful heart transplant. So what I gathered is, obviously he's not happy, according to Liz, with the direction of the party. So I want to check in on him if he will let me. And Mitch Mcconnell, what's going on behind the scenes? So, you don't hear anything about his wife anymore. I thought that Pete Bootylicious would have uncovered a trove of information, and he probably did. But again, I don't think it's in the country's interest to throw all this crap out all at once. I don't know. I don't know. Glenn Kirshner had a really good piece on timing and his frustrations and the waiting game. And he goes, it's like this roller coaster. And I go, oh man, that's what I feel. Some days I come on and I go, let's just have patience. And other days I feel like that vulture in a cartoon, patience, my ass. I want to eat something. So I changed it. Did you see that? Okay. But anyway, I think we just need to have patience. And I feel like the vulture. So it's you're still going to have people saying, oh, no, those weren't Trump signs. Those were peace signs. I love America signs. You'll still have them. Anyway, let's look. Let's see. So all that stuff I'm going to talk about. What do we do? Now, today, the cards I'm using are my Los Garibo cards, my 5-cent deck, Return to Spirit, and then this just lovely Oracle deck that I happen to find. It's lovely. All right. What do we do with all this information? What do we do? How do we deal with it? How do we deal with it when we're on the roller coaster? And then we'll get into January 6th. One of the things too that I was reminded of is we can do a lot from our quarantined place, wherever we are, right? We could either be writing letters, we can be, we can't all be Beto, and we can't all be Stacey Abrams, but we can do what we can do, letter writing, making phone calls, being in meditation, being in prayer, sending love and light out for the people who are working, who are doing this stuff. That collective, that holding space helps, and it works. So even though some of us are like still in their robes at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not pointing fingers anywhere, but so the other thing too is a lot of new laws on the books. So double check when your primaries are, so you can go out and vote or do your mail-in vote, and make sure you're registered to vote. Again, a lot of new laws that are changing things up, that are switching things, and you may find yourself in some Republican district like me, and I go, oh, what are they going to do? Are they going to change the laws on me without me really knowing about it? So just stay on top of that. Okay, here we go. What about us? We deal with this roller coaster ride that we are on. How do we deal with this roller coaster ride that we are on? 3 cards. Oh, maybe 6 cards. Nice. All right. Sorry. I wish I had better cards. Try to get this so it doesn't shine. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Great card. Great card. And this could be in the past as we are right now, moving into the future. I didn't really specify laying out the cards, so it's just kind of like a general, this is how we deal with it generally. we have everything we need. We have abundance that we need. And I know there are people that are struggling, that it's just not money, it's up here. We have all that we need. And, you know, we live in the richest country in the world. Maybe we're just too spoiled with all the stuff that we have. I don't know. But I'm blessed to not have to worry about that too much. But I think about it, and I could do with a lot less. I don't want to, but I could, but I don't want to. 7 of Pentacles, review. I may have to. So this is a review of your projects, of what's going on. And this is, again, this is a financial card, as is this, but it's also a project card. And this goes back to talking about reviewing your status in the rolls, the election rolls, your voter registration. Are you still in there? This is also about taking stock of your finances and going, you know, you may need to readjust some things. You may need to put a little more fertilizer on this plant. It looks kind of sickly, you know, so don't forget it. Just keep minding it. Keep working the plant, the soil, add water to it. And then we have a new beginning. It's not necessarily the Fool card, but it is ending one thing and it is starting something new. There's something on the horizon that is shedding light. It's coming to light. However, right now, it's the ending of something. Now, we were talking about the political ups and downs. We weren't talking about the health of, you know, the virus and things like that. So even though I did get this card when we were talking about where's this going this year, and you know, in retrospect and thinking back on that pull, it goes back like we're still in this and it's not going away. And there's a new normal that we just have to deal with. But the sun is shining in here. There's light on the horizon. So just hang in there. Don't go do this. Just take it nice and slow. Keep reviewing what we've got, what you've got, and know that we do live in the best country in the world. It's not without its problems. It's not, this is an experiment. Isn't that what one of the founding fathers said or something? And I don't even know why they call them the founding fathers, but they do. And I just did. So, but anyway, this is, we do have such abundance here. We do need to review things, and things are coming to an end and new things are coming. So just keep that in mind. And when you lose, I'm going to do a return to spirit. When we lose faith that this country is just done, when we're going, it's done. We see that death card for entertainment purposes only. We're not looking at the horizon with the sun rising. What do we do when we lose faith? So I'm going to use the Return to Spirit deck for 2 cards. what do we do when we lose faith and we start, going down the dark, dark rabbit hole? Feline. How many lives does a feline have? 9. And my cats, I don't have any. But when I did, they had more than 9 lives, just to let you know. And take it back to simplicity. One of the things I remember when 9/11 happened, and I'm so freaked out. Everybody's freaked out, right? And I look at my cats. Well, they're not my cats. They're my wife's cats. She kept bringing them home. Like, another one? Anyway, I'd look at the cats and they're just like, chill, dude. It's all going to be okay. Okay. 9 lives. So, all right, let's keep going here. So that's what we have to look forward to. Let's look at January 6th Commission, public hearings. I'm going to use my 5-cent deck on this. It's got bugs and, hammerheads. I like hammerheads. I like hammerhead sharks. When I was a young diver, I was scared of them. When I was an older diver, I was searching them out, looking for them. I did find a whole big school of them. It was so cool. Just swimming around in circles. I'm like, whoa. And then I would exhale in the bubbles from the tank, scared them, and off they went. Okay. Public hearings. How will the Republican public react? And I'm guessing it's not the MAGA guys, because they're not even going to watch. Let's just pull 3 cards. Is Fox News even going to? Fox News. What is it? That military intelligence. What's the word for that? Anyway. It's Fox, Onan, are those right wing? Are they even going to show it? Are they going to even televise it if it's live? If they do, and here's what I was thinking when I was going to throw it, they're going to probably have this running commentary below it. And it's going to be like, oh, that's false. That didn't happen. Oh, that's not true. I got the Magician card upside down. And so this is manipulation, deception. The web, and this is a spider card. So when I look at this, I go, the web that they're weaving is to ensnarl and trap somebody. It's not for good purposes. It's for bad purposes. Are all these cards upside down? No. Okay. Just these ones. The Hierophant upside down. So this is, all about rebellion, putting doubt into people's minds. It's the higher order of government, but they're going to twist it. They're going to twist it. And the third one is Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Queen of Money, Queen of Buttons, Queen of Pentacles, reversed, squandering their riches, thinking they're all that. So I do see them televising it in some way, in some form, but they're going to twist it all around. So Don't look to them for any kind of truth. Shocking, huh? No. I'm like beside myself. All right. So, what about the Republican public? That was the initial question. What about the Republican public? The ones that aren't MAGA, the Lisa Murkowski people, the people who used to like Liz Cheney, who elected Adam Kitzinger. What about them, the independents, the people that go, this is just wrong? I saw that Marjorie Taylor Greene had her Twitter account suspended for a lifetime, although her government account is still up, but her personal account is, she's gone. Like, it's the same person. Or anyway, I understand it. But anyway, she had 400,000 followers. I'm hoping a lot of it were people trolling. That's just frightening to me. All right. What about the Republicans, the independents, the middle of the road Republicans? Are they going to, what are they going to think about this January 6th? All right. I have to look at these cards a little more carefully because they have so much detail in them. But some of them you just know. What are the general middle of the road Republicans, the Republicans who like America, who are really patriots, who want to see the US thrive? What are they going to see? Are they going to watch? Yes. What's going to happen? Heartbreak. 3 of Needles. They see what's going on. It's not the spin. They see what Mr. Pumpkinhead did. And you've got the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Matches. This is normally information coming really fast, just boom, 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 boom. We already had that. Now they're slowing it down in the televised version, in the open hearings. They're slowing that information down. And at the top of the card there, I don't know if you could see it, it says panic. And I feel that's what they're doing. They're going, holy crap, with an S. What? So in the third card, they have an inner journey and they're walking away, the 8 of Cups. A lot of times on the 8 of Cups, you see the man walking away from his cups. Some are full, some are not. And he's walking away and there's water. And he's walking away from sorrow to find himself, to see who he really is. And that's what this card said. So yeah, they are going to be, what are they walking away from? Are they walking away from the party, or are they just, are they going to be independents? Let's pull on that. What are they walking away from? Let's see if I can get an answer. What are they walking away from in this 8 of Cups? What are they walking away from? Is it their Republican Party? Well, I'm not sure I got a clear answer, but they're thinking about things. The Three of Wands, they're planning it. They're looking at and again, they're looking at the fire. They're looking at the S-storm that happened. They're looking at the smoke and they're going, what do we do? So this is another introspection card where they're trying to find themselves. They see the darkness. They see the crazy. And there's two choices that they can make. Only one dog's really howling. The other one's just going, should I howl? Should I not howl? Do you see that? And then the Eight of Swords. At this point in time, it's undecided. The energy is saying, they're thinking, what do we do? Do we go independent? But they're feeling so restricted. They're going, that's not the party I signed up for. You know, with the Eight of Swords, they're like, oh, that's not what I signed up for. Okay. All right. Liz Cheney. I want to look. Is she having a voice in the QAnon party, the Republican Party? Is she having a voice in this? I don't know how long I've been recording. She changing any minds in the Republican Party? Yes. Yeah. All righty. Liz. Yabba dabba do. Boom. This is my Fred Flintstone card. Little bam bam. She's coming out. And she's look at the anger in those clouds. If clouds have anger. Clouds don't have anger, but look at the emotion coming out. Holding that big old club. Come on. That's what she's saying. A lot of infighting. You can't do that. You can't do this. But she's got the sword of truth. She's wielding it. She's letting it fly. And even though this is the Knave of Swords, the Page of Swords, young energy, this is something really new to her, going against her party as far as like in this role, right? I'm sure she has. She's got her own mind, and I'm sure that she battled within her own party, but this is new. This is crazy new. And so she's on a little unsure footing here, but she doesn't care because she's got that. So I think she's changing people's minds. They're looking at it and they're getting upset and they're pointing fingers at each other. And let's look at her dad real quick. And when I say that and I kind of shift my energy to his, it feels like he doesn't, it's like, nah, just leave me out of this. So his ticker's been replaced. 3 heart attacks, 1 in 88, I thought I read. Yikes. You working behind the scenes, Dick Cheney? Are you working behind the scenes? 3 cards, Dick Cheney. That flew out. Well, it wanted to jump out. So he's trying. Dick Cheney, are you working behind the scenes? Yes. He's trying to bring balance, but he's just kind of hanging out. He's not really jumping in there. Why? Because he's got his family, his daughter, doing the work. So this is, he's got the family name, the family resources. He's using those behind the scenes to create a balance. So we won't see him, according to the cards, but he's working in his own way. All right. Mitch. So I hear that he's not happy. How can these same old question? I mean, it all comes back to my whole take on this is that they have been paid so much money, dark money, and it goes back into the Supreme Court, which Roberts came out with something over the holidays, and it pretty much says we can handle all this turmoil inside our Justice Department. Do not try to pack the court. We can handle this. I'm like, well, that's scary. That is scary. Somebody says, let us do it internally. I'm always a little weary. Okay. Mitch, what are you doing behind the scenes on January 6th Commission? What is going on behind the scenes for you? I'm going to use my 5-cent deck here because sometimes I think Mitch is buggy. He's kind of, nothing wrong with bugs, except for when you're sleeping, they crawl in your face. I don't like that. But they're just walking around, they're just checking you out. What's up? Sleeping outside, camping, and you hear the little gnats flying around your ear, and you're trying to do this when you're asleep. Did I get it? Oh, God dang it. All right, sorry. I haven't had that much coffee today. Anyway, Mitch, what's going on? So his wife, we don't hear anything about her. Mitch. January 6th, what are you doing behind the scenes? What are you doing behind the scenes, Mitch? How are you talking to Lindsey Graham? What do you say to Lindsey Graham? When I was saying that and thinking, it feels like they're not saying much to each other. And I tapped into, how do you talk to Holly? He doesn't. That's what I got. He doesn't talk to him at all, which is weird, but okay. I pulled 5 cards. Mitch, what are you thinking? He sees the judgment on the wall. He sees it's coming. He knows it's coming. The 5 of matches reversed. At the top, it says compromise. So he's going to be working in cooperation with agreement to the January 6th Commission. So behind the scenes, he's cooperating. We have the 10 of matches. Ten of Wands, the burden of this, but he's getting it done. He knows his responsibility. He's not one to just tear down the country. That's not who he is, even though you got to look at his actions. And so that statement is wrong, because it, in my opinion, it seems like he is trying to tear down the country. If you cannot work with somebody because they're the other party, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this administration fails. You should do everything you can to make sure that administration succeeds and adds in your values. But no. Law and order. That is at the base of this. And I'm going to have to pull some clarifiers on this. We have the Knight of Cups reversed. This is the false knight. So he's going to be coming out and go, look, I'm all for law and order. I'm going to be your knight in shining armor. Oh, that's just a bad image in my head. Mitch McConnell, the knight in shining armor. Oh, run. But anyway, it's a false knight. He's going to throw something up that is, we think he's working with him, maybe not. So let's just throw 3 cards. Is Mitch going to help the U.S. see that Trump needs to be indicted? Going to help the January 6th indict Trump. 3 cards. Is Mitch going to play a role, positive role, in getting Trump indicted? Is that a yes card? He's putting in his 2 cents into the pot. King of Cups, Joe Biden card, bringing calm and everything. That's not Mitch, but that was the question. Is Mitch McConnell? And Mitch is the king of the Republican Senate. So bye-bye. New beginnings, new project. So these, is Mitch McConnell going to help indict Mr. Pumpkinhead? Yes, absolutely. All right. So I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Okay, peace and love. How do I shut this off?